Hello everyone, welcome. Today I want to talk about the end of extremes, extreme views, or any views for that matter. If we look at spirituality, non-duality on YouTube, there's kind of two sides. There's the sort of, I know it's not this black and white, but when we look around, there's the everything is consciousness, awareness, God even. We're all God, conscious awareness, everything is infinite, these sort of ideas. And then, the other side, we've got the radical non-duality. There is no one, there is no you, there is no this, there is no path, there's nothing, right? They said they're in complete negation. And both have their truth. Both point to some aspect of reality. But what's in between? Because what's being pointed to here is beyond all landings. I wouldn't say there's no self. I wouldn't say there is a self. I would ask, like my favorite teacher Emerson asks, what's in between? What's unfabricated? What doesn't land anywhere? What transcends all ideas of infinity? Or all ideas of emptiness? We can't reify anything, or we just suffer. It's the only reason I say not to. I don't have anything against all the beautiful paths and teachings out there. Each serve a purpose at a different time. But it's just noticing, like, the truth can't be grasped by the mind. It's not, the truth isn't there is no self, there is no one. That's a finger pointing at the moon, at the side of the moon. There is infinite self, there is consciousness, that's another finger pointing at the moon. But what's been pointed to can't be touched by words. And that is the foundation. So this can't be touched by words. And it isn't infinite. It isn't not infinite. It appears as this moment, right? In the same way it doesn't appear. It's not a thing, and it's not a no thing. Or a nothing. It's not nothing, but it's not a solid, it's not something that exists as an object or as something. And all these pointings, they kind of sound paradoxical and a bit like a riddle, it's not this, it's not that, it's not this, it's not, It's like, how can something be not a thing, but not be nothing? And it's just pointing out, because nothing is a concept. A thing is a concept. But it's like something that's always here. It's the only thing here. It's what's here without language. But notice the mind, it'll have this, maybe in this video, something gets pointed to and it has this experience. So peaceful. This is awareness, or it might go, this is emptiness. And then it attaches a word to an experience, and then, in 10 minutes, something happens. I've lost it. You've lost a word. You've lost a thought. The thoughts are always coming and going. Words are always coming and going. Concepts are coming and going. And we get the concept mixed in. It gets mixed in with the clarity. So we get like a half clarity. Then with the half clarity, the mind starts to interpret it, even subtly. like with the radical non-duality, we watch it and then all of a sudden we start feeling depressed. Because it's saying there is no you, there is no meaning, there is no this, no. It's like, why are we throwing out so much? The idea is to point, right? I can see the reason is to point beyond concepts, to stop holding on to these views. But then the mind replaces the view of the self with a view of no self. It's still a view. And I think that's why I think the translation of anatta, correct me if I'm wrong, is not self. It's not no self, it's not self. I don't know if I'm right on that. But not self sounds a little bit clearer to me, just in the sense it's saying it's not self. It's not an affirmation on reality. As in, it's not stating a truth about reality. It's pointing to a fixation, a belief. There is a self, but there's not a no self as well. It's always in between. The mind wants a landing. It wants some solid truth it can hold on to. But there's nothing to hold on to. There is no truth. All of it is thoughts, labels, concepts. It's why a one-on-one session works so well, because it's not me just talking, giving information to a mind to hold on to. It's just sitting in the mystery. Just asking questions. Who are you if you can't refer to thought? Leading back beyond words, beyond concepts, beyond any idea about spirituality. And with this lack of no concepts, doesn't mean you don't have to stop anything. Everything is welcomed here. If you still want to meditate, meditate. If you still want to do practices, practice. If you still want to do yoga, if you still want to focus on your breath, it doesn't matter. Still want to watch spiritual teachings? It doesn't matter. Everything is constantly pointing to this over and over again. Because if you're trying to, I'm seeking, I should not practice so I can get somewhere, it's like, that's still seeking. Seeking's okay. There's just stop trying to capture it with thought. The mind is listening, trying to get to some ultimate landing. What's this moment without landing anywhere? And I know these videos might get repetitive. It's just asking questions, but I don't want to make any statements. Or I'll make statements, but I have to take them away by asking the inquiry afterwards. But I guess the intention is always is where are you fixating on? And it's always a thought. I'm fixating on this. I'm fixating on radical non-duality. I'm fixating on a word like awareness, consciousness, God. It's like, what's this without fixation? What's this moment without fixating on anything? It's literally just a complete letting go of any thought of it should be this way, it should look like this should happen. There should be a no self here. There should be a self, there should be an eternal self here. There should be this experience, there should be that experience. It's the end of should. It's like stop listening to thoughts. And see that the I that keeps listening to thoughts is an assumption. There's nothing there actually listening to thoughts. Thoughts are just happening. Not to a no one and not to a someone. It's just thoughts. Seeing, hearing, thinking, feeling. And none of that's landing anywhere. And then throw away the thoughts. Throw away what I'm saying. There's only this. And then throw away the this. It's the only thing that's ever happening. It's only the unfabricated here, constantly, all the time. You never lose it. And then it's a case of meeting each moment directly. Because it will feel like you will lose it. And that's okay too. Don't panic or freak out when things feel wound up. It's an unbinding process as well. And for me, but there's no process, there's no this. It's like, that's a bind. Say there is a process, sure, there's a story as well. It's just very simple. It's just what it is. Oh, there's contraction at the moment. That doesn't mean anything's gone wrong. Notice that as an interpretation. That's the mind interpreting something. That there's something wrong here. Drop the story. Sometimes you may have to feel stuff, feel intensity in the body. But if you meet it directly, right, without story, without this shouldn't be here. Oh, I thought I had clarity. Why am I suffering right now? That's the problem, not not the suffering. It's not this process isn't like magic. It's not just you wake up and then peace. There's a bit of a letting go process, and that is just letting go of more and more beliefs. The beliefs and all the beliefs are pretty much around wanting this moment to be different. That's what every belief distorts reality. But the belief is always, I want this moment to be different. We just keep dropping them, keep dropping them. Even this is okay, even this is okay, even this is okay. It's not about transcendence, which happens when we get fixated in the awareness of awareness teachings. It's not about just full annihilation into nothingness. That's a fixation in the sort of emptiness, radical non-duality teachings. It's not about healing everything about ourselves and constantly, just being human, right? Because we're all of that. We're nothing, we're everything, and we're human. At the same time, we're none of that. If there's the human, the everything, the nothing, we're in between. Where there's no where, there's no us, there's no I. There's no denial of an I. or an individual experience. No affirmation. No concepts, no ideas. Where we're touched by everything and not touched by anything. You know, the paradox. It's why the in-between is so important. Otherwise we fixate. The mind, once it thinks it gets something, its suffering comes not long after. That's why I always hesitate to give a word. Call it clarity, call it this. You know, this, clarity, directness. Let me hold on to that. I understand now. The mind should just say, I don't know. The one thought I will give the mind is just, if I don't know what reality is. That's what the mind should say. That's honest. That's the most honest thing you can say about it is, I don't know. Because it is true, I don't know what this is. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers.